Okay, so I was 21 years old, 2005. A band I played for called Day 2 was on the Vans Warped tour. And we were pretty far into the tour, and we were not a big band on that tour, so we were roughing it pretty hard. And, lots of sleepless nights and lots of crazy, sweaty days in the sun. One of the greatest experiences of my life, but I have a pretty funny story from that tour. We were in Florida, and, when you pull up to the Warped Tour camp, and you're in the parking lot with all the other buses and vans and stuff, you can already hear the park coming together. So it takes a village. There's thousands of people working on getting the stages set up and, getting all the vendors ready. And I mean, it's like a giant carnival almost. And so I remember getting up early because I really had to go to the bathroom. Probably Taco Bell or something the night before because we were eating cheap. We were eating crap. And sorry, Taco Bell. But yeah, so I had to go to the bathroom. So what they did is they actually, when the trucks drop off the porta-potties, big box trucks and diesels will drop them off all together in one spot, and then forklifts will come, go under the porta potties, and then lift them and take them all to the various parts of the park. And I'll tell you why that's important in a second. So if it was 6 or 6:30 in the morning before they really had the park set up, there'd be just this row of porta potties, literally 40 of them, just all next to each other, all of them clean, ready to go. Who knows what they looked like by the end of the day. Anyways, so I'm thinking, okay, I just need to go to the bathroom. So I go over and I get inside a porta potty. Didn't think anything of it. Well, what I didn't know is that there was a guy with a forklift tractor, so four-wheel tractor with one of those big forklift arms. He was distributing them around the park. I didn't know this when I got into the porta potty. So I'm doing number 2, sitting down, not really thinking too much of it. And then I hear gravel rumbling underneath me, and I hear machinery, and I didn't think much of it. You hear that stuff all the time at Warped Tour. Then I heard something sliding underneath the porta potty, and my brain was just sort of what is? I mean, I was almost in fight or flight mode out of nowhere, and then it dawned on me. This guy was forklifting the porta potty I was in, going number 2, and so I sort of holding my pants. Not trying to, I tried to push the door open, and the thing that has the forks was already up against the door of the porta potty, and I couldn't open the door. And the tractor was so loud that he couldn't hear anything. I started yelling, saying, "Hey, I'm inside this porta potty. Please, somebody." Nothing. And then I just resigned myself to the trip ahead of me. He lifted the porta potty up with me in it. So I just steadied myself with my pants half down, and he drove me 15 minutes. I didn't know how high I was in the air. I was terrified. My biggest concern was that somehow, because I was in the porta potty, the center of gravity would be off, and somehow it would fall off the forks, and then I would, and then the porta potty would go sideways, and then I would get all the toilet soap water all over. I mean, that would just be a disaster. Anyways, but I didn't shake it either because I was worried about that. I thought maybe if I shake the porta potty, he'll know someone's in here, but that didn't make any sense to me. So I just steadied myself, pants down, for this porta potty forklift ride to wherever the hell we were going. Finally, he set me down, and the look on that guy's face when he took the fork out from underneath the porta potty, and I sort of jumped out and was like, "Dude!" And he he jumped out of his seat and was like, "Oh man, how? What? How?" And I was like, "I tried to tell you, but the door wouldn't open." And oh man. He even saw me later that day. He was taking a break or something, and he saw me, and he's like, "You, from this morning, hey man, I am so sorry." I said, "Dude, it's okay. I am alive. It's gonna make a funny story 10 years down the road," which it did.